Population 733. My name's Redressa, and I've lived in Crystal City all of my life. When I was a little girl, I used to go out in the open plains and sing, just like Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music, except I had a whip. You probably all came out here tonight to find out how I became the notorious Redressa O'Toole. Well, it was quite an initiation. You see, most of my life I've been an orphan, searching for a place that felt like home. That's where my Llewellyn comes in. She helped me discover all I ever needed was right here in my own backyard. Llewellyn's a bit hard to explain. My best friend Melba says we're like the female version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But it was Llewellyn. She helped me discover all I ever needed was right here in my own backyard. It was right here at the Blue Moon that I first did my rope tying act. One night, I was out riding my horse Vesta in the moonlight when suddenly I realized I was late for the club. I rushed on stage so fast, I was still carrying my riding whip. Some enchanted evening, you might meet a stranger. You might meet a stranger across. Excuse me, Mr. Bubble, you shut up. And somehow you'll know. This ain't an act where I take my shirt off. Bubba Joe, throw this guy out. Hooters. Hooters. What kind of a lowlife calls a woman's breast hooters? Oh, you're such a man. Look, Mr. Heckler, I couldn't quite hear you from the stage. Why don't you come on up and talk to me? Where are you going? You ever come back, I'll hog tie you. Well, thank you. I appreciate your support. I shall now resume my singing. What? You'll be my bodyguard if I hog tie you? I can imagine how you'll guard my body. Have y'all put jalapenos in your drinks? All right. Come on up and meet a real cowgirl. You're from the Houston Daily? Whoa, go get your camera. I'm going to put on a real show. Before I knew it, I had men traveling for miles just to have the pleasure of my ropes around them. It was like suddenly I was a big star. The Blue Moon was packed every night I performed. That's how I met Bubba. Hi. My best friend Melba, cocktail waitress, she told me you were the one that threw that guy out. Well, you did him a service, because I was going to be pretty rough with him. I don't mind rope time, boys, but I get mad as fire when they interrupt my singing. Oh, no one's ever called me an artist. Melba told me you've been here every night I performed for the last 3 weeks. Oh, a big star, huh? You flatter. What's your name? Bubba? Well, that's a good, solid name. You're a house builder? Huh. Hey, I'm buying you a drink. This here's my best friend Melba. Melba. Melba says I'm going to be a big star, so you can put his drinks on my tab and give me a whiskey. Oh, I know you weren't hitting on me. Well, I would like to be friends too. Melba, pack those drinks to go. Bubba, grab your coat. You just hit the jackpot. I'm taking you home. That night back in my place, I did my special strip and whip routine for Bubba. When I was finished, he said I was the most luscious cowgirl he'd ever met, but he couldn't make love to me because I was an emotional virgin. I told him that if this was a pickup line, he could drop it, because it was really working. Then he touched my skin like I was the last Kennedy silver dollar on earth. That's when Llewellyn showed up. She'd never come out on any of my dates before, but I guess we all knew this was different. Hi, my name's Llewellyn. I share Redressa's body, and I'm a dyke. Charm. 2 things. 1, you have not fallen for the average woman. 2, I'm on top. I thought Bubba would be gone faster than a jackrabbit, but he really liked Llewellyn. He said the combination of me and her was his dream girl. That night, when I fell asleep in Bubba's arms, I felt safer than I ever had my whole life. And when I woke up, I told Bubba that what we shared last night was something I'd never had with any man. Then I convinced him it was time I lost my virginity. 1 week later, Bubba gave me the key to his place, and the next day while he was off building houses, I moved all his stuff to my place. That's how he became my man. I love Bubba with every inch of my soul, and when I'm with Bubba, my soul feels like the sky, wrapping around the earth. From the beginning, Bubba was family, and Redressa needed family. That's why I gave up a perfectly good life in New York City to be with her. And let me tell you, it is not easy being a lesbian in Texas. I had to capitalize on every opportunity possible. All through our childhood, we played doctor with Callie, the only daughter of the Reverend and Mrs. Windows. When we were 17, I told Callie that somewhere in the region of her stomach was a happy button, and that it was my duty as her physician to find it. Callie became so happy that Mrs. Windows soon discovered our medical practice. We were sent to baptismal classes with Callie's boyfriend, Willie, a very upstanding student preacher. But let it be known that it was Redressa, not I, that got us labeled a sexual outlaw. Shh! Will they find us? They'll never find us here in the sanctuary. You've got your bottle. Cheers. Shh, I'll hear somebody. Hi, Callie. Hi, Willie. What are we doing? Oh, come on, it's spirits. Make you more spiritual. Oh, Callie, you look green. Nellie, you better take her to the bathroom. Oh, that was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. She's no drinker. What are you looking at? Checking to see if I have horns and a tail? I caught you looking at me a couple times, Mr. Christian Youth Future Minister. You blow dry your hair? It's very precise. You and Callie get married? You a virgin? Oh, right. Dumb question. You're a Christian. Oh, Willie. Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about you and Callie on your wedding night. So sad. Just like two blind folks searching for a watering hole. Hey, I got a wedding present for you. It'll keep your virginity intact, but make Callie a very happy woman. Oh, come on, Willie. Dare to mess up that helmet hair. Now, first thing you gotta learn is to reverize a woman. Okay, now I'm gonna stand up here on this church pew and be like the Statue of Liberty. Okay, now you come on. Come on. Okay, now kneel down. Down. Okay. Now, you are patriotically going to climb me. Oh, say, can you see? Come on, Willie, climb. For the domes early light, we're heading vertical. Why so proudly we hail. Right there. Oh, just a little bit. Oh, say those like nobody, just licking. Star-spangled banner. Oh, Willie, I'm so proud to be an American. And live in the land of the free. Kelly! Oh, Kelly, don't be mad. I was training him for you. This episode broke up Callie's relationship with Willie. I became known as the town's Antichrist. 2 years later, Callie married Meavy Douglas, the Crystal City Chief of Police. And that, in a nutshell, is how I became an intimate enemy of the Crystal City Police Force. Truth is, my troubles really started long before this incident. Some people in town thought of me as a wild child, even a devil's child. See, when I was 6 years old, my mama left town, and shortly thereafter, my grandma died. I was palmed off on my Auntie Jen and Uncle Leroy. One night, I threw together a sound and music routine. They refused to watch it, saying I was a prima donna. I got mad and started whipping the furniture. They threw me in the closet like they always did. They usually let me out after a few hours, but this one night, they went bar hopping and forgot about me. I was sitting on the floor. There were these cracks of light coming in, but I knew the sun was setting and soon it'd be completely dark. I started singing 100 bottles of beer on the wall just to keep my spirits up. And I noticed this Life magazine my Auntie Jen had thrown in. I started flipping through it, hoping to find anything that might help me. That's when I saw Llewellyn's picture. She was staring into the camera with a big smile on her face. She was a child star pianist, age 7, same as me. She had just given this concert at Carnegie Hall, and they hadn't read The Divine Llewellyn Bernstein. There was this other picture of her surrounded by her mother and father and 5 brothers. I ripped out that picture and I held it to my heart, and I prayed that before it got dark in that closet and I ran out of bottles of beer on the wall, I'd be with Llewellyn and her family in New York City. the last snake of sunshine slithered off the floorboards. I was in total darkness. I had 3 bottles of beer on the wall left, and I was singing as loud as I could, hoping somebody, anybody would help me. Then I noticed the doorknob was glistening. I leaned over and looked into that shiny brass, and there she was. Llewellyn Bernstein. The first thing I did was tell her to stop singing that horrible torture tune. I taught her how the Nagila, figuring it was similar to 100 bottles of beer on the wall, but with spirit and a point. From that moment on, I never left Redressa. People thought we were crazy, but I knew differently. That night, I fell asleep listening to Llewellyn's stories about New York City, skyscrapers, fast cars, and sweet men who pour champagne into your glass and give you shiny things. When I was a teenager, Llewellyn decided I needed a best friend. I explained to Redressa that in a girl's life, she needs at least one person she's not sleeping with. I noticed Melba in our 9th grade science class when she announced she wanted to be an astronaut. The other Crystal City girls tittered. I didn't know if Melba would ever make it to the moon, but I could see she traveled galaxies within her own mind. Between Llewellyn and Melba and Bubba, I finally had the family I needed. It was like my life was as smooth as silk. But then, Bubba started talking about getting married. Well, at first I liked the idea of all the people and pictures and Melba being my maid of honor. But then, one morning when I was out riding Vesta, I had a vision. Oh, I was about to cross the railroad tracks, and it was like lightning struck. I saw myself in a pure white wedding gown, and then I heard all those bells and whistles, and those train barriers started coming down, and I was trapped, and all I could think was, train, marriage, death. Suddenly, the train was barreling down towards me, and I didn't know what to do. Thank God, Llewellyn popped in, kicked Vesta, and we broke through the barriers. Bubba, can we talk? She is panicking. Llewellyn! Tell her on way. Bubba, I'm panicking. Why are you making such a big deal out of this? Bubba knows who we are. Nothing's gonna change. We're just making a home together. Home? I can't breathe. I get it. Hello? Miss Windows? Oh, Miss Windows, that wasn't me. I didn't break the train barriers. I swear, Miss. Hi, Mrs. Windows, it's Llewellyn. Oh, no, that wasn't us. No, it's Saturday, the Sabbath. You know us Jews, we've been here all day doing our heathen Christ-killing rituals. Yeah, you too. Bye. Why did you do that? Oh, she's going to get me now, Mama. This is a bad omen. My vision, the train, Mrs. Windows. I'm breathing. Mama, I do want to marry you. Maybe we could work in little marriage vacations. Oh, that's not it either. Bubba, when I think of making a home, even with you, well, that just doesn't call to mind any positive associations. I know we can do it our own way. A red wedding gown, well, that might help. Oh, Bubba, I love you. I swear you act like a potion on me. I even breathe different when you're around. Redressa started falling apart. I didn't understand. We had a lifestyle that suited the 3 of us. I liked Bubba. Bubba liked Redressa. Bubba liked me. He liked the women I brought home. We were one big happy family. But then Redressa got the opportunity to blow it all sky high. See, every crisis I've ever had in my life, if I were to simmer it down to the first pure teaspoon of trouble, it'd be filled with testosterone. See, I like men. I like men like some people like food. I've got one at home, ripe, plump, meaty. I'm happy. My appetite is satiated. I go out and wham! There's another. Only this one's spicy or has grape frost